Good afternoon, all of you. Uh, if I have your permission, I'd just like to spend 2 minutes on the term omni-channel, right? So, from what I understand, the term omni, the etymology of the term omni actually stands for what we call all, right? So when we are saying omni-channel, loosely translated, it means all channels, right? And while I'm saying this, I'm going to extract myself out from being part of the retail industry. Let me first talk as being a customer to the retail industry. We all are customers to the retail industry. So from that point of view, again, a customer-centric view of what omni-channel should be is that, and again, the genesis of where omni-channel pervaded is just giving the customer the ability, or for a brand, to be present in all channels. This started decades ago, and that time it was the channel of telesales, or you had these directory sales, for example. So they wanted brands who had offline stores to also be present on a call and order, right? And I'm talking much pre-e-com days. Omni-channel started then. All that it means for the customer is all channels. And for brands, I guess what it means is extension of all channels, providing inventory at all channels, providing the same experience at all channels, right? Providing the same delivery at all channels, providing the same payment options at all channels. So I think it's a much larger term. Everybody has covered this in various ways, and I have some co-panelists who are going to talk more about that. So setting the term right, I think that's the genesis of omni-channel. I've been fortunate. I've worked with a lot of brands, national level brands, local brands. The smaller brands are the ones who find it even more imperative to get their omni-channel journey right as soon as possible. So for the larger brands, national level brands, is easier to be present locally across, let's say, pan-India. But for the smaller brands, I think the easiest solution for them to reach customers across India is the new digital wave, the e-com channel. So I'll give you a couple of examples that case studies where Omni has really helped some of my retail customers. So the first thing, I'll take an example of a national level brand or retailer who's into the beauty wellness segment. Their ask of us as a service provider to retailers was, let the customer get the same experience. We've all spoken about this. So it was a very generic ask, and they did not come to me with specifics. I was fortunate to be part of the brainstorming sessions with them to say, how do we provide what we call customer of one, right? So it was the experience of, like I said, providing the same merchandise, providing the same delivery, providing the same payment options, right? And the same redressal modes, so complaints as we commonly call it. What we generally did, and see, this is the benefit of the new digital medium of selling goods online. In an offline medium, a retailer captures the footprint of a customer only when a transaction happens, right? So in a store, if you walk in today, you spend 20 minutes in the store, you pick up a few things, look at it, probably see the price, put it back, and walk out without doing a transaction. While technology is still evolving to capture that, but 9 out of 10 retailers have no visibility about this customer who walked in and did not do a transaction. The difference on the digital side is you get to an e-com site of any of these brands or any retailer, right? Every move you make, I'll be watching you. I'm sorry. So that is the power of data. I think on the online channel, data gets captured, or in a way, your trend, your progress, your journey gets captured even if you do not do a transaction. So what retailers ask of people like us who provide them insights is, how do we marry the lack of data when a transaction does not happen offline with the abundance of data that we capture when transaction does not happen online? And that is what we are doing. I think Pooja rightly mentioned. Fortunately, telecom has progressed to a level where customers earlier used to be given a loyalty number. Now their phone number or the mobile number is their loyalty number, right? And it's more common to remember. So there has been a higher compliance of customers actually offering to identify themselves when they do an offline transaction. Earlier at the POS machine, if somebody asks you, are you a loyalty member? Yes, I am. What's your loyalty number? I don't remember. I don't carry the card. But today, the loyalty number is your mobile number. So it's very unlikely you'll forget that. I think the abundance of data that is captured is really what has caused the analytics side of Omni-channel to bloom so much, because now we are serving, I'll give you a few examples of KPIs since you asked me. We are serving the following kind of KPIs to our retailers in the common realm of what we call Omni-channel, right? Things like how often did the customer look at merchandise online, probably added to the cart, and then aborted the cart. Okay, I'm not stopping here because this is common, everybody does it. But in the omni-channel context, what we further bring is after abandoning the cart, which probably had 7 items in it, how many of those 7 items did that same customer go and buy in my offline store? So it is the combination of this data together which is enriching, right? And there are many ways to skin the cat here. What is the purpose? What is the importance? I think I won't spend time on it, but it's an interesting facet.